Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we have some breaking news in regards to our second stimulus check and second stimulus payment. Our leaders in Congress, such as President-elect Joe Biden, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senator Chuck Schumer, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, all want to pass more stimulus aid. The Democrats are pushing for a higher stimulus amount, while the Republicans, such as Senator Mitch McConnell, want nothing more than $500 billion. Joe Biden also supports the HEROES Act, which is a $2.2 trillion stimulus bill that would give Americans like you and I a $1,200 stimulus check. And President Trump has also urged Congress to pass more stimulus. For months now, President Trump has been urging members of Congress to pass more stimulus aid in regards to your SSDI or SSI payments. Until Congress completes a bill, we will not know exactly who will qualify for a second stimulus payment. But based on the proposed bills we've seen so far, we expect qualifications to largely remain the same as they were in the March CARES Act. That means if you're part of the SSI or SSDI program, you would qualify for a second stimulus check as you did in the first round. That's according to CNET.com. And Business Insider has reported that 7.3 million gig and self-employed workers are relying on the PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, and 4.6 million people whose initial unemployment aid has expired are relying on the Pandemic Aid Unemployment Compensation Program. The unfortunate news is that each of these programs might come to an end on December 26th if our members in Congress, if our politicians do not pass more stimulus relief and unemployment assistance. So everybody, if you think that a stimulus bill must be passed, then give this video a like. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need more stimulus. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. That way you'll never miss all the newest and most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. CBS News reports that the Trump campaign has requested a recount in 2 Wisconsin counties.
The Trump campaign is filing a petition for recounts in 2 Wisconsin counties. The president is specifically targeting Milwaukee and Dane counties in the recount request. CBS News projects President-elect Joe Biden has won Wisconsin by a margin of roughly 20,000 votes. President Trump is also continuing his post-election purge, firing the security official in charge of keeping his elections safe. Christopher Krebs drew the president's ire by praising the integrity of this year's election. His agency says the 2020 vote was both fair and accurate. But that undercuts the president's false claims and numerous lawsuits trying to overturn the results. CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang has the latest on those attempts.
Department of Homeland Security official Christopher Krebs became the latest member of the administration to be fired by tweet. Last night, President Trump posted that he terminated Krebs as director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency.
You should have confidence in the integrity of the process.
Krebs has publicly defended the integrity of the November election. Just last week, his former agency signed on to a statement contradicting the president's baseless claims about election interference.
So President Trump is requesting a recount in 2 Wisconsin counties and has just fired his top election security official. By the way, what do you think of President Trump? Do you think that he should concede the election and let Joe Biden be our 46th president? Or was there some type of voter fraud going on in the 2020 election? Leave your comments down below, everybody, and tell me what you think. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Tuesday launched a new attack on Democratic demands that any stimulus bill includes help for states and localities whose revenues have bottomed out due to the pandemic. On the Senate floor, Mitch McConnell stated, Democrats still want coronavirus relief for the entire country held hostage over a massive slush fund for their own use. President-elect Joe Biden, though, endorsed federal assistance to states and localities as part of the next stimulus bill. Biden emerged from a Monday meeting with corporate chief executives and labor union presidents by saying that the group agreed on the urgent need for funding for states and cities to keep frontline and essential workers on the job and vital public services running, law enforcement officers, educators, and first responders. When Joe Biden was vice president, and federal aid to state governments was a key component of the $787 billion stimulus bill that was enacted into law in 2009. It accounted for 42% of the package, or $330 billion. A refusal to support the assistance this time would likely doom any new legislation. Aid to state and local governments whose tax revenues have plummeted due to pandemic-induced economic downturn has been a non-negotiable demand of House and Senate Democrats. Everybody, I want to know what you think. In our next stimulus bill, should assistance for state and local governments be handed out? On another note, Elizabeth Warren has urged Biden to cancel student debt, citing that it will be the single biggest stimulus we could add. She told reporters, "For me, it is a mandate to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to do the things we can do, to cancel student loan debt for tens of millions of Americans. It will be the single biggest stimulus we could add to the economy." Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said this week that he and Warren have a proposal to cancel $50,000 of debt through executive action. Schumer told reporters, "We believe that Joe Biden can do that with the pen as opposed to legislation." But Biden has not yet endorsed that approach. On Monday, the president-elect said he favored canceling $10,000 of debt, but cited legislation from House Democrats as the vehicle for advancing the policy. Now, do you think our members in Congress should cancel student loan debt? And would this new piece of legislation help you? Leave your comments down below. Now, folks, it is clear that a second stimulus bill is needed. Congress must get their act together. They must stop playing political games. We do not need more stimulus negotiations or stimulus talks. What Americans need is a second stimulus check. If you agree with me, then leave a comment down below saying I agree. With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in regards to our second stimulus check and second stimulus package. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. That way you'll never miss all of the newest and most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I truly appreciate your support. Until next time, have a great day.